Hey folks, welcome back to another video. If you've ever felt like you're spending too much time managing your Google Workspace than actually doing your work, today's video is for you. We've had Google Apps Store for years, but it always required you to code. We've had Zapier, but it comes at a third-party cost. Now, Google has launched something known as Google Workspace Studio, a native no-code way that allows you to build AI agents that live inside of your Gmail, Drive, and Sheets. In this video, we'll be walking through Google Workspace Studio, a small introductory video to get started with the UI, see what all it has to offer, and we'll be also building an AI agent at the end of this tutorial. We're going to be automating a data submission workflow that reads an email, summarizes it, and logs all of that data into a Google Sheet while you sleep. So let's get started. Alright, the first thing you'd want to do is basically go to studio.workspace.google.com and you'll see something like this. I have listed the main requirements and prerequisites for you to get started with Google Workspace Studio. They're all mentioned in the blog, so you can check that out. The link's available in the description. But once you come in here, this is what you're going to be basically looking at, where you can basically get started by describing a task in natural language and letting Gemini create the entire agent for you. After that, you have pre-made templates that Google Workspace Studio provides that you can just click and get started, like notify me about urgent emails. It will scan your Gmail and give you updates on your Google chat. And you can see there are various other pre-built templates that you can always see. At the end of it, you have video tutorials, the documentation, the Discord that you can join. Other than that, this is going to be your discovery section. Now, in case you have created flows before, you'll be seeing something like this in your My Flows. And in the activity ones, you can see your templates if and when you have created them. But if I come back here and if I just click on a new flow, you'll be taken to something like this, where I think the first step would be to name your workflow. So I'm just going to say my first flow, right? So Google Workspace Studio basically builds a flow for us, and think of this in two parts. There is a starter. So this starter basically starts your event, which is like our trigger. This could be the email, this could be when somebody does something or when a form response is submitted, etc. So that's going to be the starter, the trigger that's going to be getting in your workflow started. After which you have something known as the steps. Now these steps could be the actions that Gemini could basically take next. Notice how all of this is automatically mapped out. You don't need to write a single line of code here. So you can select the different steps that are there. You can even have tools for checking, filtration, Gmail, you can send out emails, you can star an email, you can notify in chat, you can update data in Google Sheets, create docs, create Google tasks, etc. So these are the main two parts that you would need to get started with Google Workspace Studio, where there is a starter. So know what your flow will be triggered by, whether it's an email coming in, whether it's a folder being updated, whether it's on a file being edited, or when a sheet's changing. So you need to figure out that trigger point, after which you can set in your steps and stuff like that. So this is just the tip of the iceberg with Google Workspace Studio. You can build AI agents for your HR, onboarding, sales tracking, or even personal travel planning, and etc. So we'll be getting into these tutorials in the later part of this particular playlist. But for now, let's get started with the goal of this tutorial, that is to show you how you can build AI agents with simple natural language prompts. So I'm going to come back to my Discover page here, where basically I can type in my prompts in natural language, and this is what my prompts basically going to look like. So when a new email arrives with data submission in the subject and has attachments, save each attachment to a Google Drive folder called incoming data files, and then add a row to a Google Sheet called data submission log with the sender's email, subject, date received, and attachment file's name. So this is my prompt that I would like a flow out of which to be generated. So once your prompt's done, I'm just going to go ahead and click on create, and you can see Gemini will build the entire flow in seconds. So here you can see on successful execution, my entire workflow has been created. It's given a new name and it's created my starters and the appropriate actions based on my prompt. So if I open up the first one, that's going to be my when I get an email starter, I can see it's asking me for a couple of details here. So we need to set the conditions here to make the workflow much more better. Now from, if you have any specific domains or emails coming from, you can of course always mention that, but I'm going to be putting in here that has the words data submission in the subject. You can of course add extra filters here, and it's of course very useful to keep the agent efficient. Now you can of course have doesn't have, etc. You can even have, if there are specific emails with specific labels that you want, you can of course select them and mention them here. But this is what it's basically going to be looking like for the starter. Now let's review all the steps that Gemini has basically created. So if I come down here into this one, you can see something like this that says add email attachments to the drive. So you need to first mention the folder where the Gmail attachments are going to be stored. So I'm going to click on drive, and I'm going to be selecting the incoming data files as my folder. So I'm going to click on select. So we have selected the current folder where we want to put all of this data. Now you'll be seeing something known as Gmail attachments and variables here. Now these variables, they pull live data automatically. So if I click on variables, I can see you can fetch your variable steps or data from previous steps. So I'm going to click on when I get an email, and the attachment that I want to attach here is going to be the Gmail attachment. So I'm going to click on email attachments, and it's going to be fetching that particular one. And I'm going to come back to my Google spreadsheet now. So my spreadsheet for this particular use case is going to be the data submission log, after which you select the sheet that you're interacting with. If you want to add it after the first row or the last data row, it's normally advised to keep it after the last data row so that your existing data is kept safe. After specifying the sheet, we're going to be coming down here and looking at the add data by column. Now, Google Workspace Studios automatically recognize the columns that are present in my Google Sheet and the details that I need to extract and put into my sheet. So the first thing that we're going to be doing here is clicking on the variables one, and we need to get the sender's email address. So we're going to click here, and you can see all the various options of different variables that are available that you can actually insert as them. So I'm going to be selecting the email ID here as the sender one. So that's going to be the sender email ID. After which I would like the email subject to be put in. So I'm going to come here and select email subject as the next variable. After which we have the date. So I'm going to select that, and I'm going to come to here and say email date and time. And in the end, we're going to be specifying the file's name. So I'm going to be clicking on email again, and I'm going to come down here, and you can see something known as email attachments file name. So I'm going to select that particular one, and we are all set and good to go. Now an optional enhancement, the one that we had mentioned in the prompt but it's not created here, actually is the Gemini summarization part. So this is an optional enhancement that you can add, which I'll be showing you how you can add. So you can just click on add a step here, and you can see under the AI skills option, there's something known as summarize. So we're going to click on summarize here. Now, what do we want to summarize? Now, what are we looking at? The email? Are we looking at the content of a doc? Are we looking at meeting notes, content from previous step? We're going to be selecting content from previous steps. So that's what I'm going to be selecting here. After which we need to select the content from the previous step. So I'm going to click on variable. I'm going to go to my attachments, and I'm going to say link to the files. So that Gemini comes in here and looks at the file and generates a summary. So I'm going to say summarize the key points or key insights from the data file. So that's going to be my prompt basically, that looks at summarizing the key insights from this particular data file. And that's about it. My workflow is ready and good to go. Now, once you're done with this particular workflow, we can come down here and just click on test the flow, where I'm going to click on test run and say when I get an email from data submission test, you can click on start, and you can see there's already an existing email that says it's already fetching an existing email from there's a data submission test. And if I click on start, it's going to be working. You can see it has already received one older email, and it's going to be extracting those details from there, putting it into that folder, adding it to the row of the data submission log spreadsheet, and in the end it's going to be summarizing those details. So you can see it has done an end-to-end workflow here, where it has got my emails from my Gmail, it has got the relevant attachments in that particular email, it has added this data to the spreadsheet. So if I open the spreadsheet up in my new tab here, I can see there is a new one that's added here, and I can see all of my details of the email have successfully been added here. And in the end, I can see a perfect summary has been generated for me of the data. So there was a financial CSV, expense tracking CSV that was there, and you can see all the various other details, and it also gives me a link to the source file. So if I click on that particular source file, I can see This is the particular CSV data that Gemini received, and it automatically generated a perfect summary. And now your data ingestion agent is live and good to go. So a couple of quick tips. I think start simple with your workflow. Use the templates first. Always test everything thoroughly. Use variables to make the agents reusable. As you saw, we looked at various different styles of variables that we could add in each step and each action that was provided. You can even add AI summarization. You can even add more steps, and this is just the beginning of what's actually possible. So this brings us to the end of this particular tutorial, where we looked at getting started with Google Workspace Studio and building our first basic AI agent through natural language that looks at data ingestion. And that's it. You now have a working AI agent that handles your data submissions automatically. Now, this is just the beginning. You can build AI agents for expense reports, meeting notes, leads logging. The possibilities are endless. If you want to go deeper, I'll be leaving the original blog link that's published on DataCamp's blog. I'll be leaving that link in the description. You can check that out. And if you want any specific tutorials or consultations around Google Workspace or Google Workspace Studio, I have my website in the description. You can check that out. If you like this video, then don't forget to like, share, and for more content, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you in the next one.